Hi, I'm Rory O'Shea. Welcome to Project Discovery. Tonight we're going to introduce you to two Alberta bands with completely different backgrounds. The Bahamas are home for Frank Carroll, leader of the Frank Carroll Band. Frank and his band are now based in Edmonton, playing and recording their special brand of reggae music. We'll hear from them later on in the program. First, we'll meet Fire Under the Hood, a band that plays the blues in Lethbridge. L.A., Lethbridge, Alberta. Population 70,000, give or take a few. About 100 years ago, a group of American fur traders built a fort there. Fort Whoop-Up, they called it. Now, what an odd name for a fort, you say? And so did we, until we discovered the primary currency there was whiskey. Now, each year, the city acknowledges its past with Whoop-Up Days. During last year's celebration, 3 Lethbridge musicians found themselves jamming up a storm on a downtown street. One of these musicians was Bart Willis.
They had just opened a new pub in town, and he was looking for a band, and he heard us blasting out this noise, and he said, "I need a band for my bar." So we said, sure, so we got a band together and played there, and then that band sort of dissipated, and people went here and there, and this one came together out of that.
Bart's referring, of course, to Fire Under the Hood, and here they are right now with one of their own songs, It's Not Right.
But the way he plays the blues is not right. Just my subjective point of view, I don't mind. Get so mad, so damn mad. World don't agree with me, and I don't like the things going on. Oh, can't you see it's not right? Something about the way he screams at her. Take the way he brings her down, I don't like. Something about the way she lives her life is not right. That's just the way things will always be, so don't cry. Get so mad, so damn mad. World don't agree with me, and I don't like the things going on. Oh, can't you see it's not right?
Billy's Pub in Lethbridge has long been a favorite haunt of the band's. It's there that the members have regular jam sessions, which often lead to new songs. That's how the group put together Billy's Shuffle. Doug Bickerton gets credit for this song. He describes it as an old-style piano boogie tune that really gets people going. Lethbridge, like any other city, has its fair share of clubs, pubs, and lounges. But are there enough to support a band?
Being off the beaten path, there's not a lot of people that hear you from outside of town, and there aren't the bands that come to Lethbridge. It's just not a circuit spot anymore. There are very few places to play, so you have to do a lot of benefit things.
And by doing just that, playing clubs, bars, and benefits, Fire Under the Hood has won a strong following. They pack them in wherever they play.
Gradually, as our reputation's grown, they just come out in droves. Don't have a clue who most of them are, but it's so nice that people come out and dance and enjoy it.
In putting together Project Discovery, Shaw Cable used 5 cameras, a multi-channel sound studio, a crew of about 30, and miles of cable. But one thing we couldn't provide was a live audience. We often wondered if that would steal away some of a band's energy and enthusiasm.
As for performing in front of the cameras as opposed to an audience, I mean, with an audience you are going to get the feedback and the response and the energy, but I found that I was getting it off the band and the crew. I mean, you have a great crew here that was working along with us, and you know, in between the takes they would talk to us. I mean, it just went really well, so there was no problem there.
Snatch it back and hold it, baby, one more time now. I ain't doing too badly, I got you on my mind. Yeah, say I'm doing just fine. Somebody's gotta help me, I can't help myself, no. Somebody's gotta help me, I can't help myself. I can't help myself. We're doing a brand new dance now. Said it goes like this. All the kids in the neighborhood are doing it. It's called the 1, 2, 3. Do the 1, 2, 3, yeah. Then you do it like this, you see. Baby, 1, 2. Baby, 1, 2, 3 now. Baby, 1, 2, 3. Baby, 1, 2, 3 now. Do the 1, 2, 3, oh. Then you do it like me. Can't help myself, no. Somebody's gotta help me. I can't help myself. Yeah, I can't help myself. Snatch it back and hold it, baby, one more time now. I ain't doing too badly, I got you on my mind.
Fire Under the Hood with Snatch It Back. Now let's turn our attention to the Frank Carroll Band. Frank Carroll began his musical career in the Caribbean playing rock and roll, but a chance recording session with the renowned Bob Marley turned Frank's attention from rock to reggae.
Well, in 1976, Bob Marley got shot in Jamaica, and he went to the Bahamas to sort of like, you know, chill out and sort of get away, you know, and hide out. And I had a friend who worked for Eastern Airlines as a ticket salesman or ticket agent. And Bob was looking for a guitarist. At the time they were doing stuff on I forgot the name of the album right now. But anyway, he phoned me up and that's how it all started when I met Bob in '76.
Frank's been playing and studying reggae ever since, but as committed as he is to it, he's never been able to forget his rock and roll roots. The sound still permeates his music and makes for an unusual blend, something Frank jokingly refers to as conch rock. A conch, incidentally, is a sea mollusk native to the West Indies. For a taste of conch rock, let's join Frank right now with Tried to Talk.
Well, I think it's Friday evening, and I know it's Friday evening. Say old CD's sitting in a corner. He drinks some rum and then he is a goner. And like you know, we tried to talk, tried to talk. We tried to talk all day long now. We tried to talk all day long now. But you know we tried to talk. We tried to talk all day long now. We tried to talk all day long now. Say I'm leaving for it's an island I've never been to. Say they got things on underages. Say they have some funny creatures. And that you know we tried to talk. We tried to talk all day long now. We tried to talk all day long now. Now you know we tried to talk. We tried to talk all day long now. 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 Don't you know we tried to talk, tried to talk. We tried to talk all day long. Now we tried to talk all day long. Now, don't you know it?
Watching a particularly glorious sunset in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, inspired this next song from Frank, and it's appropriately titled Watching the Sunset.
Watching the sunset, I'm waiting for the moment. Oh, yeah. I'm sitting here thinking why I'm all alone. Oh, yeah, yeah. Waiting for the moment. Oh, yeah. Sitting here thinking why I'm all alone. Oh, yeah, yeah. No need to fuss, no need to fight. Yeah, stay with your children in the night. Oh, now, judge your presence is alright. Yeah, right in the middle of the night. Watching the sunset, waiting for the moment. Oh, yeah. Sitting here thinking why I'm all alone. Oh, yeah, yeah. Just sitting here thinking what's going on. Sitting there thinking, what's going on? I'm sitting there thinking, what's going on? Sitting there thinking, what's going on? Watching in the rain, tumbling down. Watching in the rain, tumbling down, tumbling down. Watching in the rain, tumbling down. Watching in the rain, tumbling down, tumbling down. Listening to the rain, it's like a beat of drum. Listening to the rain, it's like a beat of a drum, a beat of a drum. Listening to the rain, it's like a beat of a drum. Listening to the rain, it's like a beat of a drum, a beat of a drum. Watching in the rain, tumbling down. Watching in the rain, tumbling down, tumbling down. Watching in the rain, tumbling down. Watching in the rain, tumbling down, tumbling down. Listening to the rain, it's like a beat of a drum. Listening to the rain, it's like a beat of a drum, a beat of a drum. Listening to the rain, it's like a beat of a drum. Listening to the rain, it's like a beat of a drum, a beat of a drum.
Making Life Easy, Frank's latest album, was recorded in 1987. Frank considers it his best work. He wrote the title song just a few minutes after getting the contract that led to the album.
Already packed. Said I'm flying down to L.A. Said to sign a record contract. Moving on, making life easy. It's gonna be better. So stupid. Now it's just a bit too late. And the boys are leaving so now. Guess it was the hand of fate. Leaving very soon now. And my bag's already packed. Sheena flying down to L.A. Since sign a record contract, moving on, making life easy. It's gonna be better, making life easy. Moving on, yeah, making life easy. It's gonna be better, making life easy. Moving on, yeah, making life easy. It's gonna be better, making life easy.
Next week on Project Discovery, two bands that spend a lot of time performing at rodeos across the province. 8 Second Ride and Steppin' Out.
Now I've got a blue sky above me to remind me that you love me.
That's it for this week's show. We'd like to thank Fire Under the Hood and the Frank Carroll Band for supplying the music, and of course you for tuning in and watching. Join us again next week when Project Discovery goes to the rodeo. I'm Rory O'Shea. Good night.
Secret, Fred?
Every week we sneak over and leave a sack of groceries on their front porch. They never found out, and I never told. Can you keep a secret?
Yes.
Come on, secret friend.
Family values. Pass them on. Your children need them now more than ever. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Hello, my name is Lori Coates, and welcome to Body Beautiful. Our guest today is Jerry Rinderhoff. He is the owner and manager of Wellington Optician. He's going to tell us what's happening in eyewear and how it's going to fit you. It's a tremendous change in today's world, so we're really thankful to have him. Stay tuned, please. Our guest today, as I've said before, is Jerry Rinderhoff. He also has with him in the studio his assistant, Adele. He is the owner and operator at Wellington Optician, and he's had some fantastic glasses to show us and some new things in eyewear. Jerry, what's happening today?
Basically, what we've gone to in the frame industry is a lot more elaborate frames, a little bit more on the larger side, lots of colors, wonderful colors. Green is extremely big this year, and the mauves, of course, are right behind it. Basically, people don't really have to wear glasses just for usefulness anymore, because a lot of people wear glasses that don't even need to wear them. Basically, because they add so much more to the fashion aspect of dressing. And it's just a wonderful change. A lot of the lenses now, too, have become quite slim, so people, in essence, don't have to wear thick Coke bottles anymore. It's not necessary.
So people are enjoying their glasses instead of trying to get rid of them and hide them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
There's such a change. They're now become a part of the fashion that they're wearing and their design. And I've watched you work with some of your clients, and you actually create this style for the client. You pick them out for that client.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when a client comes in here, what we basically try to do is give them the best fitting and the best looking and shapes that suit the face and the haircut color. Glasses that people will very much enjoy wearing. The shapes, of course, having to choose that takes a little bit of skill and knowledge, and we feel we have a fair amount of that. And when people walk out, we want them to be able to even maybe change their lifestyle. And the basic thing is when somebody gets up in the morning and puts their glasses on, it's a nice way to start the day by feeling great about the way you look.
Mm-hmm. It's a big change.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not to the point now where a client will come in. There's so many differences that are happening in eyewear. They don't know what they want.
Mm-hmm.
The average client doesn't know what they should be wearing. And that's where your professional judgment comes in handy to not only shapes, colors, accent. Jerry's prepared a repertoire of models for us tonight so that he can show you actually some things that you should be doing, or perhaps some things that you shouldn't be wearing in eyewear. Some fantastic changes take place, giving a total illusion of either good or bad. As well as you were mentioning too, you always look to see what kind of a lifestyle a client has.
Yeah, it's very easy to pick up on the way people are. It does take a little practice, of course, but people are quite obvious in the way they like to dress, the way they like to be, and who they like to be. And what I wanted to mention a little earlier, and also changes of lenses, is people who were actually burdened with having a lot of lines in their glasses in either bifocal or trifocals don't need that anymore. We have lenses that deal beautifully with all kinds of reading power where there are no lines, and you still get incredible vision.
So we don't have the discomfort anymore of having those lines right in there. That's amazing.
Oh, it's wonderful. I know I'm wearing them myself, so.
And you
I'm
just
very
can't
much
tell.
aware of it.
And you can't
No,
tell.
no.
Okay.
So what I'd like to do now then is to bring a few of the models out and show you what glasses, which are nice glasses, but not necessarily suitable for the people that we're going to fit them on.
That'll be kind of fun.
Okay, Adele, would you do the honors? The first model we'd like to bring out is Val. And for Val, first of all, we've chosen a frame which is very lovely. It's a nice color. It suits her blonde looks, but it doesn't suit the face because her face is somewhat on the square side. So the glasses having the angles make her face look a little more square than what she actually is. So what I'd like to do is show you something that we've done to choose something else that would look a lot better on her.
That's a frame she shouldn't wear then.
Right, that's correct, Laurie. Now this frame here has angles, but it's not squared off at the side of the face. If you'd like to look at the
They're
camera.
very soft angles, aren't they?
Yeah, and again, the lines, they follow the eyebrow lines. And they also have an anti-reflect coating, which really allows for a very clear vision of the eyes, because so many people like to express themselves with their eyes that we like to put the anti-reflect coating with it.
And that's an option that people can choose to have on the glass itself.
Yes, Laurie.
And the purpose on that is just so that they don't get the reflection of light as far as the other person sees them.
Yes, it's wonderful. Also, when you take pictures with a camera, it doesn't show the reflection of the lenses either.
Does it look any different through the glass to the person that's wearing them?
No, it's a wonderful, wonderful field. They also give you 100% protection from ultraviolet.
So it serves two purposes.
It serves many purposes, actually. It stops reflections when you're driving in the car. Sometimes the reflections of a passing car will hit you, and with that, it will not happen. Now, the other frame we've chosen for Val is an outrageous frame. This is a one-of-a-kind frame. It's an Italian gold. It is definitely stunning, mostly L.A. style. And as you can see for yourself, it is a definite impact frame. This frame looks wonderful on many people, but I felt on Val, with her blondness and her skin tone, it looked absolutely stunning.
It's very dramatic and certainly complimentary, but it gives her a totally different image.
Exactly. Well, this is what frames can do. They can, people who need something a little more professional can actually be that way with the frame. So you can be whoever you want to be with frames.
Again,
basically.
this is when lifestyle would play a part.
Very
if
much
that
so.
were the lifestyle that she would want to represent, then that would be her choice.
Thank you. Thank you, Val. Okay, our next model is Laura. And for Laura, first of all, we've chosen a carbo frame, also known as a preppy frame. It's a wonderful color, very blue, very impact. However, with the length of Laura's face, it does not really complement the face all that much. So what we've done is chosen another frame.
So this is the one she should not
Yeah,
wear.
she should not wear because it's too round
elongates
for
her face.
Okay. Now, the frame we've chosen for Laura that I like very much has got a dual mauve color. It's quite large. It has a tremendous impact. And as you can see, it changes the whole concept of her
Certainly
face
does.
because it complements the size of her face and blends in extremely well. And of course the colors. I love colors, like I said before. And with the mauve and the purple in the frame, it does wonderful things for her.
That's a much more elegant frame for her.
Great. Thank you, Laura.
Now, as far as colors and tinting that you can do for glasses today, you can do more than one color at a time, can you?
Oh, we can do three colors actually at a time. For some people, we've actually gone from blue to green to pink, all in the same lens, in a progressive system.
Would they all go in the same part of the lens, or would some go on the top and some go on the sides, or?
Yeah, actually it goes in layers. That's why we call it the gradient tinting. Okay. And actually, when you do the blue to pink tinting, in essence, we have to be a bit careful because someone who has a bit of a line, or who has lines underneath the eyes, we have to go to a very light pink so that we don't accentuate the eye lines.
Excellent.
Okay, which is very important.
Okay.
Our next model is Richard. We thought we'd show you the other part of the fashion industry for men here. Now, the frame that we're putting on Richard is one that I'm not particularly crazy about on him. It's a wonderful frame. It's quite nice, but what it does is it makes his nose very pronounced. And these are things we try to hide with our frames because it's gives a bit too much prominence to the face. So the other frame we've chosen, so this one is the one he should not wear. We've chosen another frame for him, which is, okay, just turn it a little bit now. Now this frame here, it is a rimless frame. It spreads the attention on the face a lot more, and looks a lot more elegant and a lot more suitable for him.
It's softer. It's not near as distinctive as the darker frame was.
And again, the colors are a pale gray, which is always a nice distinctive color to have. Okay.
Certainly different.
Yeah. Thanks, Richard.
Okay. Are there any particular changes that are happening in the eyewear, or is this just a constant thing?
The eyewear actually in the last 10 years has done leaps and bounds at the different eye shows that we go to. It's almost a drooling time when I look at all the frames that are available from everybody. The Christian Dior's, which we carry. We also carry Yves Saint Laurent styles, Joan Collins.
So the leading designers have really got their foot in the door for eyewear.
Oh, very much so, very much so.
Quite obvious when you come in and you look at the frames and you could see the changes in design that are happening. Okay. Can we see our next model here?
Thank you. Would you take this one?
And
okay, our next model is Victoria. And just to give you an idea that glasses can be fun for everybody, we've asked Victoria to come down and to try on a couple of frames just to give you an idea. Now this is a very nice little frame for her. It suits her skin tone. It's very pretty, but it's a bit on the mundane side. It doesn't give her impact enough, we feel. So this is something I would not like to see on Victoria. However, the other glasses that we've chosen for her are total different impact here. Now, as you can see, with the green and a bit of a tinting in them, they give her incredible impact, and they just do all kinds of nice things for her.
What a change. What a change.
It's wonderful. I sort of, apparently Victoria has been stopped on the street, or Vicky, I'm sorry, Victoria. Vicky's been even stopped on the street to have some people compliment on the glasses, which of course makes me feel wonderful.
And the changes that are happening there. That's excellent.
Okay, thank you, Victoria. That was wonderful.
Anything else that we should be talking about as far as the sides or the arms on the glasses? They make quite a change in the shape of the face.
Oh, very, very much so. We've got cases where people have rather narrow set eyes, and of course not being their fault. What we like to do is to complement that fact that they have narrow set eyes by coming with a bridge, and of course the bridge being the center part of the frame, being as narrow as possible, not giving strong outside colors which will draw the eyes or the attention away, because with a wide bridge automatically the eyes look like they're about 1 inch apart. And what we do is with our colors and frames we bring the distance of the eyes much wider, so it's actually an optical illusion, pardon the pun.
Certainly. You can change everything you want. This has been really, really interesting, and I'm enjoying this. So I hope you'll all stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Devotion, skill, and hard work are needed to restore vibrancy and life to our wetlands. Ducks Unlimited knows this from experience. Ducks Unlimited, a dream fulfilled.
A perfect day for Billy? Well, he pops on his bike, he pedals halfway across town, and then he writes a new song in his head. Then he makes this lunch, this crazy penne arrabbiata, power pasta, he calls it. Perfect, delicious. And look at him. He's beaming, he's productive. A perfect Billy. Participation makes perfect.
What's happening in contact lenses today, Jerry?
Actually, one of the most popular things that's happening in the contact lens business is colors. We can now change dark brown eyes to blue eyes or green eyes or various other colors. People actually wear different colored lenses in each eye at times, as in some of the hairdressers we have, so they can put different makeup on each eye. We also have colored lenses that are full color, so people who require a tinting most of the time can wear those, or we have those with clear centers so the tint does not affect them. One of the other really nice things to come out is lenses that have ultraviolet protection in it. Now, I haven't really talked about that, but ultraviolet is one of the worst items that's happening today, and we have all the protection that you can possibly get with either the ultraviolet contact lenses or filters that are directly put into the glasses themselves. So they don't necessarily need a tint because the filters are clear lenses.
Is that quite new in a contact lens, being able to use UV protection?
Yes, it is. It's only been out for about the last 3 to 6 months to have the quality of ultraviolet protection that you can get with contact lenses. And there are extended wear lenses besides that, so you can wear them for an entire week. So people having problems with computers or ultraviolet outside or fluorescent lights inside, or play arcade machines or anything to the effect, are wonderfully protected to 98.8% from ultraviolet rays.
That's fantastic. Would a client ever wear a contact lens as well as a pair of glasses?
What, you mean both at the same time?
Yes. Or would this just
yes, we've done it for people who have extremely strong prescriptions. I have given them a contact lens to deal with most of the prescription to get the thickness out of the lens. And then just for the extra little 100% vision, giving them glasses to complement
But
them.
this is usually something they would have either or. They could wear their glasses or their contacts.
But
And
we would like them to have both, of course,
Okay.
because
You're
it's...
talking primarily a soft lens contact now.
Yes, soft lenses are, of course, I like the soft lenses. If there's any possible way that I can fit them, I will fit them with soft contact lenses.
Okay. Are there some clients, of course, that can't be fitted
There's always the one.
with a peculiar shaped
Unfortunately,
eyeball that just doesn't
yeah,
adhere
and,
to it?
And I find it very unfortunate, but...
One of the things that I did find that was quite fantastic was that they have this round circle of colors so that you could actually place this right over the eye and see how you would look with a blue eye or a green eye or brown eyes, and see if that's the color that you chose before, of course, you wear them. Thought that was really terrific. How about in the solutions or the products that they use? Is there any changes in that?
Well, the solutions that we prefer more than anything else at the moment are the AOSET solutions, because it's the system for the lazy person. I sound like I'm doing an ad, but all people wearing contact lenses are lazy, and there's just no way around it. So we've come up with a system which is a one-step system, and people can do what they have to do in a very short and quick manner.
And you were also telling me about a product that helped to reduce the calcium deposits.
Oh yes, we have a couple of systems that way that we can either do for people or show how it's done, because the protein deposits, some people have it, some people don't, and we have little pills that we can include with the system that doesn't take any extra time.
So it just helps
Wonderful.
to dissolve that extra protein right off the lens itself and back to normal.
Yeah,
It's
wonderful.
amazing, just absolutely amazing. It's quite a modern science.
Well, we don't stand still here at all. It's just from one step to the other, and things keep getting better all the time. It's wonderful.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
Our next model is Kelly. And for Kelly, first of all, this is a wonderful pair of glasses, very chic, very stylish. However, as you can see, the eyebrows do show above it, and it just doesn't give that full fitting look that I'm comfortable with that people should have. So the other frame we've chosen for Kelly is a rather high impact frame. This is called it's a Giovanni Favetti. It's an Italian designer frame, and as you can tell, it's incredible impact on the colors, the shape. They do nothing but complement. She's a little bit rounded in the cheek, and with the angles on the frame, it just complements it totally, which is exactly what we'd like to do. Thanks very much.
Such a difference. Very, very nice on her.
Yeah. And next we have Doug, just to show that the men can look wonderful also. The first frame we've chosen for Doug is a rather dark frame. It's a very, very, again, rather impact frame. However, what we like to hide on people are the lines. I know they're character lines or laugh lines or whatever they are, but with a frame like that, it really frames in the eye, and it makes it a lot more prominent. So the other frame that we have for Doug is one which is a very easy-looking frame. It has no rim at the bottom, and it just about eliminates the lines just by pure effect. Also the color of the frame, which is a bit of a brown, or a greenish, I should say. Very, very pastel green with the gold, does wonderful things for his complexion and his hair color.
It's much softer on him. Much softer.
Thanks, Doug. Appreciate it. And we have Ina now, who is going to model a couple. This frame here we're going to put on Ina is more of a brown frame, and what I was trying to show here is with the hair being blonde and the frame actually a little more blonde than brown, it is a little too much blending of it. Also, it also shows the cheeks much more prominent than what they are. So this is one frame that I would not like to see on someone with her coloring or facial shape. Okay. And the other frame we've chosen is, of course, another high impact frame. As you can see, we have many very different styles in here now. This frame here, as you can see, with the blues and the golds and the whites, bring a wonderful effect. It just brings out the eyes wonderfully and really makes a nice contrast and statement.
It's a compliment to her eyes. It's a nice compliment.
Yeah, it brings out the blue eyes very nicely. Okay, thanks very much, Sheena.
It's amazing to see how those little things really do change the shape of the face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Susie is next, and just to give you an idea that we do try to make fit lenses on our glasses I show on everyone. This specific one is a very nice frame. However, it's too rounded. It fits the bridge quite well, but it's too rounded and it makes the whole face look rather round, which we're always trying to get away from when we do this. And the next frame we have, the one that we really like to see her with, is a little bit more with the angle. The color, of course, is a pale gray, which accentuates the dark hair. And the angles complement the roundness in the cheek. So it gives a very, very easy, smooth look and very stylish, which is what we like to have.
Yet from a person's eye, such as myself, who really doesn't have any knowledge of eyewear, they both on the rack looked like a silver frame with a wire and didn't look tremendously different. But on her face, there's a remarkable difference.
Oh, yes. It definitely shows all the way through. And also, you see, well, again, as you can see, her bridge is not very prominent, but we do have frames that will do all those neat things and fit very comfortably and wear extremely well. Well, thanks very much, Susie. Okay.
Well,
now, what I was going to get into now was I just wanted to show a few of the sunglasses that we have, which are rather outrageous, to say the least. And
well, just about everybody has a pair of sunglasses. And we wear them for various reasons. We're finding that not only for driving you need them so that you can see where you're going and not have the sun in your eyes, or again for ultraviolet protection, but for styling. Now people are finding they have 2 or 3 pairs of sunglasses to complement the colors that they're wearing or just the mood that they're in.
Right. Actually, I'd like you to take those demo glasses that you've had on for the last little while, and I'd like you to put on a sunglass. Now, this is designed by Paloma Picasso, who is the granddaughter of the great painter Picasso. As you see, tremendous style, very, very comfortable, wonderful tinting in it, and they're optically ground, and they give tremendous protection.
Very comfortable glasses here.
Yeah, they look wonderful on you too.
Oh, they feel so smart.
And Val's come back to show a pair of Christian Dior sunglasses, which is outrageous, to say the least.
She looks like she should be driving a Lamborghini with that.
Yeah, well, next year maybe. But as you can see, the design of the frame is a very unusual design.
They're elegant.
And extremely, extremely elegant. I love those. Okay, great. Thanks, Val.
All right.
And Kelly, or sorry, Laura is coming back to show us another Christian Dior creation. And also a very large frame, very stylish. And of course, all the Christian Dior frames come with an 18-karat gold electroplate. So it's a wonderful style. But as you can see, the size of it really complements her. It's a little bit less tint at the bottom, so it's a gradient. Again, optically ground lenses with a 100% ultraviolet protection in them.
Those are beautiful on her. Would certain colors be more complementary for day or night, or would you?
Yes, we have actually a fair number of people have a problem doing night driving. And so what we've designed here is a night driving lens, which is actually a pale yellow lens. And it allows you to cut through fog, snow, night driving, it cuts down the glare on oncoming traffic, and it brightens the night.
You know, I just drove through a snowstorm and found that it made a tremendous difference to stick on a pair of sunglasses. It really amazed me, but we'd just been talking, and I thought, I'll try this. What about the blue blockers? You were telling me quite a few fantastic things about those.
Blue blockers, yeah, they're actually excellent. I use a pair when I ski, and it really allows me, especially in a whiteout, to find out where all the bumps and little holes when I ski are. They cut out ultraviolet to 98.8% again. They cut out the blue light, and they cut out infrared light to a very large extent. So that they are wonderfully protective.
Okay. Alrighty.
Okay, and here we have Kelly. Now Kelly is going to put on a pair of Porsche Designs sunglasses. Again, very stylish. It gives you that Porsche look. You know, there's that incredible impact of the Porsche line. I love the Porsche line. They have various. There's another in the Boeing line by Porsche, which is also outrageous, which unfortunately didn't arrive in time today. Okay?
Well, we've learned how to see well, how to look good, and how to feel good about yourself today. And I hope that you've enjoyed watching this as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. And thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm June Callwood for USC Canada. Water is basic. We don't have to think about it. We just turn on the tap. Not everyone can. In Africa, some walk miles for water. Without water, there's no food, no survival. USC Canada is helping them get the water they need, but they need your help. Please contribute to USC Canada, 56 Sparks Street, Ottawa.
Ducks Unlimited was the dream of sportsmen who knew that the waterfowl of North